to FanimeParadise.
It's nice to see you.
Oh my god, dude, you have you on your shirt.
I have me on my shirt.
I have me on my
shirt.
shirt. Oh my god, so I love these shirts. So my wonderful, wonderful sister named Katie does these great t-shirts. And she has a wonderful page on YouTube. It's called Sauls Shirts and More. And it's SAULS, Shirts and More. So totally check it out. She's got all kinds of stuff. There's our shirts. And she does all kinds of stuff. Shirts, tumblers, hoodies. She even makes these car freshy things. They're freaking awesome. Check her out. It's totally awesome. It's really cool. Oh my gosh, she does keychains too, dude. I totally forgot about that. She's totally check it out. Facebook. She's also on Etsy.
Oh yeah, Etsy.
Sauls Shirts and More. Check it out. It's not
Go
paid.
see her. Go see her. It's not paid. We bought these.
Yes.
Well, she bought them as my Christmas present.
But we just came up with our little cheaties. We sent it to her in an email, and she said, "Wham, bam, 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 bam." T-shirt.
Boom.
And it was beautiful. And I love it very much.
I think they turned out very, 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 very beautiful.
I do too. And if you're watching this, I love you very much, and thank you for the beautiful t-shirts. We will be back. Anywho, so today we're gonna be discussing an anime.
Oh, snap.
To me, it's like one of the better, newer animes.
Semi-newer.
Right, because it's only got
one season.
Yes.
But
there's a movie coming.
And I've been waiting. But they keep pushing back everything. COVID. We're going to talk about Demon Slayer.
Woo! So, Demon Slayer is a...
My hair got in my face. Stuck to my lips.
Anyways. Yes. Where were we?
We're talking about Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Yes. Okay. So, Demon Slayer is a show about a young boy named Tanjiro who, like, they live up in the woods on a mountain, like, way up there. And he has to go down the mountain to do stuff like sell coal and everything. Well, while he was gone one night, one of the villagers was like, "Oh, hey, Tanjiro, it is snowing too bad. Don't go back up the mountain.
Please.
Stay here."
Stay.
So he did. And when he made it back home...
It's also because it was dark, and there was a warning about being out after dark, so...
Yes.
That's important to throw in there.
The man in the hut told Tanjiro that he shouldn't walk up the mountain at night because demons come out at night. So, when he made it back home, a serious tragedy had happened.
Very, very tragic.
His whole entire family was murked by a demon. Except for one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nezuko.
Nezuko-chan.
And she was turned into a demon.
Mm-hmm. But little old Nezuko isn't just any normal demon.
No, she's a very smart demon.
And she can change her size.
Oh yeah, she can go from being like regular size to little bitty. Or to like really big.
But the thing about her that makes her different is she still has her human sanity there.
Little bit.
Kinda.
So, one of the demon slayers actually come across Tanjiro while he is running back to town with Nezuko, hoping that he could save her alive, thinking that she still is alive.
He doesn't realize what she is.
But she turns as he's taking her down the mountain. They struggle. He thinks he's about to die. This demon slayer comes out of nowhere and is like, "I'm gonna murk her because she's a demon." And Tanjiro's like, "No, you're not. and so they kind of they kind of fight a little bit, and then when Yu goes to
he goes to kill Nezuko, but it's like Tanjiro's there, and then Nezuko jumps in front of him, and she's like,
you will not hurt my brother.
And then he's like, huh?
And so he's like, okay, so there's something up with this demon. So he knocks her out after he knocked Tanjiro out, and he puts this little bamboo thing in her mouth, and he tells Tanjiro, go on this journey to my sensei, and he will show you things.
And then that's where the story comes from, because we're pretty much telling you the entire
story so far. But anywho, so we skip to the beginning. So he has to, skip to the middle. We're not going to skip that.
No, we ain't going back.
Yes. So, so he meets his, I guess you would call master. He does. What does he really call him? Does he just call him by his name? He doesn't really.
I can't remember what he calls him, because I don't think he really does call him sensei or anything, but he ends up looking up to him like a dad
a lot.
Like,
because what we didn't tell you in the beginning is that Tanjiro's dad had passed away already a while back.
Yeah.
Plus he's got 5 brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and his mom was still alive in the beginning. But, so, he meets Guy, he trains him, he does all kinds of really cool shit, and
boulder.
in half, then Guy sends him, no, the biggest boulder in the woods, and so then he goes to what would be,
I guess it's like a training camp.
No, then he goes to the...
Yeah, it's like a training
Oh,
camp.
yeah, okay, yeah. Being
but
with
it's
him,
like...
yes.
They have to make... It's like, okay, so it's like a test. Think of it as the tuning exams. Okay? It's like the tuning exams, except there's not multiple sets of it. It's just that...
Old school's in it.
That one exam.
Yes, so then he goes to the Demon Slayer exam, where he has to survive 7 days in the woods with a bunch of demons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so things happen, and it's another big important part. We won't discuss the entire thing. But he passes. He gets his sword, he becomes a demon slayer, and he goes off on a journey with his crow.
Mm-hmm.
And, by the way, all of the demon slayers get crows.
It's important to say that that's the first time you see Zenitsu. I don't ever want to say it wrong, but I think it's Zenitsu. Yeah. The blonde.
Actually, you meet
orange hair.
Him and the girl that goes with, I don't know.
And you meet the angry guy, too, who's mad for no reason.
But you only see him once at the exams, and then you don't see him again until the end of the season. Did you realize that?
He's just kind of MIA, but he's a douchebag.
Totally.
For no reason. No reason.
But
poor little Zenzetsu and his tiny bird. The Zenzetsu didn't get a crow. He got a tiny bird. That is so annoying.
he got a sparrow. Not a crow.
Bless his heart.
But so then he goes back to his master, sensei, god, whatever you want to call him. And
it's important to say in this time that Nezuko's asleep.
The whole time. It's been 2.5 years and she is asleep. Well, while she was asleep, Master decided he would do some hypnosis stuff on him and be like, on her. And he's like, all humans are your brothers and sisters. You must protect them. All demons are a no-go. And we got to murk them. So,
that's her mindset now. And she's awake when Tanjiro comes back. So he's all like, Nezuko.
And then you also kind of find out that we believe she heals herself when she's asleep. Since she doesn't eat humans,
that's how she regains her strength
and heals herself and whatnot. So, then Crow comes back and he's like, we gotta go. Oh, so yeah, they get to pick these really cool ore things to have their certain sword made, because you can't kill a demon unless you chop him up with this sword or the sun. And so he gets a special little sword. Their color changing, and so like as soon as you draw it, it changes colors. We'll leave that part a wonderful mystery, because I love that scene. That to me is one of the best scenes, because the dude that makes his sword freaks out. Anywho, so the crow comes back and he's like, mission, you've got to go this way. All of these little girls are disappearing. You must go find them. So sets off on his first mission to fight a demon all by himself. We'll also leave that a mystery, because that is also a really good scene.
We're just not going to get too in-depth into everything. I feel like we are getting a little in-depth, but we're not going to tell you like all the missions and stuff. I love Demon Slayer.
It's so great.
I really, really, really highly suggest watching it. Not just that, but read the manga.
100%.
It is
so
great.
so
Epic.
good.
Like
you just don't even know, guys.
Please take into consideration when you're watching anime, read the manga if it has one. Because the Demon Slayer manga, to me, I still got a lot to read. She's probably further ahead than I am. But it's so good. Like, manga, they bring a clearer story to you. So,
plus you don't have to pause it and rewind and go back and rewatch it again. You could just reread the few pages that you read before. But I'm past where the movie is going to be.
the only thing that makes it sad about reading a manga is there's some things in there you're just not ready to see in live action. Like, you're just like,
sad.
Take a moment for the fallen ones.
R.I.P.
And the injured ones. Like, I don't even want to see some of them get hurt, but it's like, read the manga.
It's intense, dude. So intense. Once you watch the first season, like what I watched the first season and then I went back and read the manga, you're like, oh.
If you haven't read the manga, the ending of the first season will really throw you off. It'll really throw you off because you're just like, what the heck are they doing? But you don't realize it's leading you up to the train arc. It's like, they're literally getting on the train. So if you don't, the ending, if you don't think about it and you don't read the manga and you don't know much about it, the ending will kind of make you think, oh, it's done.
No.
Kind of. But then it's like, also like, what, you think there's something, but it's like,
but you're not
what
sure.
are they doing
like,
on a train?
What's going on? Because like
That's
2
why.
out of the 3 that actually get on the train don't even know what it is. Never before seen one.
So it's like you gotta read the manga because it keeps you from second guessing, and the reason I said it makes you think it's ending is because there's some people who don't watch animes, they don't understand what a cliffhanger is, bless their hearts, and they literally think, okay, that's it. So if you've never really watched manga before, you're rubbing off on me. You've never watched anime before and you don't read mangas, sometimes you'll think something's ending. But it's really not, and you don't realize there's going to be another season. And sometimes there's just those things, Yona, that happen, and they end it in the middle of stuff, and you're just like, that's it? What? Why would you stop it there? What? But the manga continues for you.
Just a brief moment, I just want to take a second and say, how you find all the dragons, and then stop. Just stop. No. Anywho, okay.
If anybody ever watches this that has anything to do with Yona of the Dawn, please pull a Fruits Baskets and remake it and finish it. Please.
Well, I mean, they did remake it, though. Is it still going? I don't know. I haven't watched the second season
Of what, Fruits Baskets?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fruits Baskets, they're finishing it. Like, they're actually finishing it this time instead of just dropping you off. midway.
Okay. So what she was saying is if you watched Fruits Baskets before, go back and watch it again now because they're doing it all.
What I was saying was remake it and finish it like you're doing some other things. Like they literally stopped Fruits Baskets with like...
Okay.
I can't say what they stopped it with because if you haven't watched it, then you...
I'm picking out what you're putting down.
My thing is, continue the animes that you have not finished instead of just sitting here trying to make these new... Some are crappy, let's be honest. There's some new animes out there that really suck. And you're doing those instead of finishing the ones that are good. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense to me.
Now we've got
that are
very sidetracked.
This is how it goes when you talk anime with us. We are
not scripted round here, okay? We just today we was not prepared at all. We was
Here's
just
the
we're
thing.
gonna talk about this anime and just ran with it.
Here's the thing. We're not scripted because, to me, no offense to any scripted YouTubers, it's not real. It doesn't feel real to me. We want to have conversations with you. We want to discuss things and it not be like, oh, I know what I'm going to say next, haha. And then it's also like, if it's scripted, it makes it feel like, okay, did you literally watch this because you enjoy it? Or did you watch this just to make a script for your YouTube channel?
Right.
I'd rather talk to you about it in normal discussion because let's be real, you don't remember all those names. There's no way you remember everybody's name from the entire episode. There's no way you remember every single detail about what happened.
Exactly.
So I'm going to just keep it
Real.
1000%. I'd rather never script our videos. I don't care if we stay 2 viewers. I don't care. I don't care if we go 2 viewers or big, huge YouTube channels. I'm not scripting anything I say. I apologize. I'm not sorry.
20%.
I can't. I can't do that. Because then I feel like, okay, I'm not being real with who's watching the videos.
We're not fake animators.
I legit watch anime because I love anime. I legit watch it because it's something that's helped me through things. I don't watch anime to just follow trendsetters or to be like, oh, this is popular in the moment, let's make stuff. No, that's not me. I talk about this because I really love anime. And that's how, we end up getting sidetracked because we care so much. We're very,
super sidetracked.
We're
anime oriented, okay? This is our culture.
Right. And if you're passionate about anime, any small thing that's brought up can completely throw off your whole conversation. And if it doesn't, then it's just
Anywho, so where were we?
We were talking about them getting on the train. And that's how we got sidetracked.
But we skipped ahead, far ahead.
Well, we got sidetracked talking about them getting on the train because we were describing, how some people wouldn't know that it's continuing from there.
Okay.
And some people, they're left. You either are left you don't know, or you're what is your point? What is happening? And there's the train arc, which leads us to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so ready.
But yeah, so in between all of that, he's got a couple other missions that he does. He meets a couple of cool people along the way, Inosuke, Zetsu.
And Inosuke is life.
And then he gets seriously injured quite a few times.
What anime character doesn't?
True that.
But there's a few missions, a few side trips, a few new characters, a few new friends. Nezuko gets the chance to stay. She's offered a place
as a demon slayer.
That's not what I was going for.
Oh, no.
I was talking about Homegirl and the boy that stays with her. Where the episodes where they fight the chick with all the arms and the ball throwing and stuff. Those two.
Oh, yeah, no. She was offered a place
Yeah,
to
she was
stay.
offered a place to stay, but she's
no.
I love my brother.
Tenjiro.
Right. So that's what I was talking about that moment.
Gotcha.
And I'm not trying to give away stuff that happens, but I just gave away the arm throwing ball lady. That was sad.
But the thing about that is, like, there's a whole bunch that goes on in those scenes. So the only thing that you gave away is there's a demon that throws balls.
I think it's also very, very important to understand that Tanjiro, he's not like the other demon slayers. He feels for the demons.
Because he understands that they were humans once.
And he actually
comforts the demons.
He comforts
as they
them,
die.
but he also kind of relives some of their moments, like with them.
When like he touches their hand or places his hand on their back or something. One point in time, I know there was like some like really crazy stuff going on in the woods, and he didn't even kill this demon, but he reached out. I mean, like, he was so jacked up. Him and Nezuko, they were, like, laid out on the ground and everything. This demon is dying in front of him, and he just reaches out and touches his hand. Just, you know, and it just...
Because he makes
brings
them
all comfort.
He makes them realize the moment that made them happy. The moment that either made them feel alive. He makes them realize those moments. So... He wanted, before he wanted to be like, hey, it's okay. You're not going out like that. Like, it's okay. You're going out, but you can have your last moment. And I think that is something that was very important in the story. Maybe not, like, crazy important, but to me, I thought that really meant something.
I feel like it is a big part of the anime. I feel like it's gonna come up more often.
But it's one of those things like most people don't pay attention to. It's one of those things you're gonna kind of overlook. But to me, when I watch anime, I watch like small details, small little things.
Yeah, I mean, you want to pay attention to everything that happens.
And that's why we go back and rewatch a lot of stuff, because you'll remember things or notice things that you never noticed the first time you're watching it.
Oh, especially the second time you watch it, you notice a whole bunch of stuff.
Shout out to the rewatchers.
Hey.
I've rewatched some animes more times than I probably should, but
and
shout out to
some animes I wouldn't dare rewatch.
Straight facts. There's some animes I won't even finish watching because
there's some animes I can't even make it back to the first episode.
And if I cannot finish an anime,
then there's something weird.
There is something seriously jacked up about it, because I watched some
weird shit.
I watched some weird stuff.
It's okay.
And it's
we
like,
still love her.
I will literally, for example, I watched Quasar. If you don't know what Quasar is, I can handle stuff like that.
If you don't know what Quasar is, I'm just going to leave a big old blank there until you Google.
I have finished Gilfnir.
You finished it?
Yes.
No.
It is extremely, extremely harsh. Okay?
I don't even want to know. Don't.
We'll just, for example, a girl uses a boy as a meat suit, pretty much. That's pretty much what happens. He turns into this giant thing because he flipped a coin into a coffee machine. And
a vending machine. It was a vending machine.
Vending machine. Whatever. Vending machine, he flips the coin. He becomes this giant
like, dog thing. That's
almost looks like a mascot.
On his back.
And she steps into him.
The thing is when she unzips him, it's like...
It's literally...
him.
It's him. It's not a costume. It's his body. I've watched weird stuff. We'll just leave it at that. And if I can't finish an anime, then it is really either super crappy...
or super weird.
Or...
way
past my level of weirdness watching, and we're weird. I watch some intense weird stuff.
But so back to Tanjiro.
So it's like he sees the feelings and the moments that they have, and he tries to comfort them, and that's very important.
Then he gets seriously hurt fighting one of the 12 upper demons?
Mm-hmm.
And gets carried off back to this place. And there, at this place, these people we've never seen before And is there 12 of them?
Important side note. The demons that are top tier have
numbers in their eyeballs.
Yeah.
And it says upper and lower. And so there's 6 uppers and 6 lowers. There's 12 altogether.
I want to say the Hashiras are the same as the demons. But then again, like, my mind is drawn a blank.
No. Because they're, in the manga, they're called pillars. And each one is different because we've got a pillar of sound and a pillar of light and a pillar of love. There's a pillar of...
There's the snake guy, the wind guy, the fire guy, the big aggressive rock-looking guy. Then you got Gyu, and then you got
the butterfly.
The butterfly. Then you got boobs with green and
pink
hair. Then you got flame guy. Then you got this is what I mean. If you sit there and act like you know all their names.
And then you got guy that actually does that to Nezuko.
Yeah, there's that's no, he's not the one guy.
No.
Yeah, so you got the douchebag number 2. Okay, and then you got the head guy.
But he don't count.
But he don't really count. He's just the leader. He's got like this purple thing across his face and he's blind.
Well, it's a scar.
Yeah.
It looks like from his cheeks up he's been burned.
And I'm pretty sure there's 12 of them, just like the demons. I'm pretty sure there's 12.
I gotta do it. I hate doing this on camera, but...
No, it's fine. We're having a moment where we can't remember how many there are. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean when I say we don't script stuff because it's not real if you script it. It's not. I'm sorry. Like I said, no offense to anybody that does scripted stuff because some people want to make sure they're actually pointing out everything. Some people do that. We're not. We're just like discussions of our favorite animes and realness. Like, we're talking like real conversations you would have with somebody about anime.
It says 9 most powerful swordsmen in the Demon Slayer court.
How did I count more than 9 then? Okay, snake guy, wind guy,
1, 2,
the big
3,
rock
4,
guy,
5.
you. All right, hey Google.
It is 9. It is 9.
I'm trying to see how I overcounted. Am I counting one of them more than once?
Well,
I
look,
think.
I got a picture right here.
Yeah, because there's Gyu, there's the snake guy, there's the douchebag number 2, there's the big muscly rock guy, there's boobs with pink and green hair, there's flame dude, butterfly.
Flamboyant guy.
Yeah, very flamboyant guy, and then you got
Snake dude.
No, I got snake dude already. There's that one. I forget that one.
Oh, the little dude that's always staring up into the sky, and he's like, yeah, I'm cool with it, because I'll forget later anyway.
But the thing about them is you still don't know much about them.
No, you're like, that is the first time, close to the end of the first season, is the first time you actually see them all together. Yeah. Because originally you just see Gyu. And then you just see Kanano. And then you see Gyu and Kanano together. And then it goes from there to where you're
with all of them.
Yeah, with all of them. Because then after that, it's
coming
just
to
Kanano.
She came to murk any demons, and she's trying to take out Nezuko. So
now her and Gyu are fighting because he's like, you can't go hurt them because she's a different kind of demon, but I'm not going to tell you that, so I'm just going to be a punk and keep my mouth shut while you try to fight me, and then block you, and then block you,